Do you know an optometrist on the edge of burnout? Our next author created the step-by-step guide to grow a successful Ortho-K specialty business. In other words, how to make more money by working less. Please welcome Dr. Connie Vuong, author of The Profitable and Stress-Free Eye Doctor. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. So, how did you settle on this book? Like, what makes you the person who could write this?
Well, I started like most doctors doing general optometry, and after many years of struggling, making ends meet, paying the bills with just selling glasses or contact lens eye exams, I feel I need to provide something for my family that would give me more time, freedom, and also be profitable. So I kind of searched for a long time to find the answer. And at one time, my niece, she actually her eyes was getting really bad, nearsighted. And I actually had tools in my toolbox from many years ago in school that I never thought I would need to bring up. But I actually care for her, and then one day I share to other parents, and they say they needed it. And so I actually specialized in it for about many years, and then at a lot of conferences, I share what I do, and a lot of doctors say, why don't you teach me? Because I want to do what you do. It makes a big significant difference in a lot of children's eyes to control the prescription instead of having it get worse and worse. So I'm actually helping a lot of doctors doing dinners, using napkins, formulas. So they took it home and they actually built their own specialty Ortho-K practice, and they actually working less and also be profitable. As for me, over the years, I perfected a system that I actually work only less than 2 days a week. And so doing really well. I'm very happy, but whenever I see other doctors struggling, so I feel like the book needs to be written to share the message and also to make a big difference in a lot of young's life to, preserve the vision for a brighter future later on instead of getting worse and worse and finding other treatment that are not controlling but actually mask the problem or covering it or hiding it instead of facing it and educating them how to use the eyes and also giving them very effective tools that control the prescription from now on.
Wow. So we have to go back. You work 2 days a week?
Yes.
And you created a system for other optometrists to do that?
Yes.
Wow. What's the normal schedule for an optometrist? How many days are they normally working?
I would say there are some works 5 days, some 4 or 3 days full time. If you work for a surgeon, laser center, or a lot of different places, they actually work 6 days. I used to work more than 6 days. I work, like 6.5 days for a surgeon, and on calls on Sunday. It was really hard. I had 2 kids, and they never see me when they grew up. My daughter never knew me. My son never. I never see them talk while they were learning, see them learning to walk. And I miss all those milestones, when they're growing up. So I guess had to change. So a lot of doctors work a lot, and they probably go through the same painful experience not being there as a mom.
So what's life like for you now? So after creating this system and implementing it yourself and only working 2 days a week, what does life look like for you instead?
Well, I actually spend a lot of time with my 2 kids. I take them to school. I pick them up, spend some time, take them to after-school programs, swimming, martial arts, piano. So I'm pretty much like a full-time mom. And so I'm pretty much all the time around them. They actually kind of getting sick of me seeing me so much.
That's really funny. So you're a full-time mom with a part-time job, but full-time income, and you're helping other optometrists build the same type of business. Wow. So we have a question for you from David in Stockton, California. how did you confront your own doubt while writing? So, for example, some people worry that they'll sound crazy or that, it won't come across the way they mean it when they write. What was that experience like for you? Did you ever have that fear? And if so, how did you get through it?
For me, when I wrote the book, I do have that doubt that, who am I to teach other doctors to do what I do now? And how can I help them? But I have to search, and think about it. I've been doing this over close to 2 decades, 20 years. And I have other friends always texting me and email me. So, I must do something right for them to keep asking questions. So I should be putting this out and help other doctors. And but sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough, of course. But then, who has done this long enough as long as I have? So I thought, I should just share this, and hopefully I can help somebody. Because I was looking for something like this many years ago when my kids were growing up, and I was working for a surgical center, and I didn't have time for my kids. So I was looking for something, and this book hasn't been written. A specialty that allows you to work less than 2 days a week and still have more money coming in, So that's the drive to push it and make it work and finish the book to hopefully, one day this book gonna land on somebody's hand and then change their life and other kids' life too. Because the epidemic that we're facing, the kids' eyes getting worse and worse, is not being addressed. It's being actually covered by other things, like when you have bad eyesight, grow up into 18 and just do LASIK. And then the eyesight get worse again. So we need to provide something that would prevent it and controlling it, so it won't get worse. So they have, they can see when they're getting older instead of having a lot of other problems.
Okay. I thought it was really interesting that you said there wasn't a book like this before. You wrote the book that you wish you had.
Yes.
And I can imagine that there are so many people who are watching this right now that feel the same way. Like, I didn't have this book. This is the book that I needed. Who am I to write it? And just like you said, like, if you don't, who else is? Like, that's really, really powerful. So I commend you for showing up for the people who actually do need that book in addition to yourself and making it happen. So again, that book is The Profitable Stress-Free Eye Doctor by Dr. Connie Vuong.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.